I don't even know where to begin with this, so why don't you guys begin as people who don't give a shit like I do? I want to hear what you guys think.
Well,
It looks
you go
like
first, Mike.
it looks like another young adult novel movie. That's it. The end.
Nailed it.
Ah.
God, I mean, I like The Giver. I remember liking the book. I read it. I don't have a really good memory of it, but I was like, was this it? Like, is this the book I read? I don't think it can't be, can it?
Would you like me to answer your question, Jake?
Yeah.
No.
Was it like Star Wars-y? Like,
No. Do you want to
There's
know
no
what?
lightsabers?
wasn't it
Okay,
primitive?
in the last couple of years, yes, very primitive. Do you want to know what movie gets it closest of any movie that's come out in the last few years?
right?
The Village, the freaking
Yes.
Village.
Yes. Okay. All right. I knew it.
Now imagine The Village with spaceships,
Yeah. No thanks.
and
That could be
that's what we got.
Shyamalan twist.
That could be the M. Night Shyamalan twist. Look, here's the thing. Spoiling it. I know Mike unfortunately doesn't know this, but everyone's spoiling it. I'll dance around this as much as I can.
I already.
I will. See, that's what I figured. As soon as the trailer came out, everyone was just ruining it for everybody. But it was just a very sad day for fans of The Giver. The day that the trailer came out was a very dark day, and I felt really down in the dumps all day. But yes, as you know, people are saying like it should be in black and white. I don't care about that. That really is not the most important thing to me. That doesn't necessarily matter to me. I think that it should be and it could be, but whatever. I'll get over that.
Let it
But
slide.
you know what? It shouldn't have. It shouldn't have. And by the way, Jake, I blame you for this because you suggested it. It shouldn't have laser guns, and it shouldn't have spaceships, and it shouldn't have laser batons, and it shouldn't have Taylor Swift. Remember, I was cool with that. Now I'm not because now it turns out that that's like one of their major selling points.
Yeah, that was in the trailer.
Jeff Bridges has let me down. He said that this was going to be just like the book. It was going to have the spirit of the book. He's a liar, and his dad, who he wanted to play the Giver way back in the day, his dad hopefully is turning in his grave, saying, "Why have you forsaken me?" Yes, because he's basically shitting on his father's grave.
Like creative sacrifices to get this movie made, and now it just looks like every other movie.
Yeah, like what
Well,
if like Jeff Bridges brought this to a studio and they're like, there's not enough spaceships in it.
Then he should have said, okay, never mind. I'll do it independently because someone could fund it for $100. It costs nothing to make this movie.
Can we acknowledge though that Jeff Bridges doesn't look like the Giver? He doesn't even look like a wizard at all. He looked more like a wizard as Flynn in Tron Legacy.
Yeah,
I know
honestly, I was disappointed with that as well. Now, let me just tell you the progression, by the way. Let me tell you the progression of my disappointment here. It started, honestly, I was like, okay, I know it's not going to be black and white, whatever. I saw Jeff Bridges, I saw The Room, you know what I mean, that the Giver is in, where Jonah goes and gets his training and all that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the room was huge. First of all, the room was huge, and it had this giant future-looking window, and I was like, well, that's not right.
Wasn't it a
but
hut?
I was like, okay, whatever.
It was a hut, right?
It was basically, honestly, you know what I picture? I picture the size of Saul Goodman's office in Breaking Bad.
All right. I mean, yeah.
Like, that's it. Just there's a room up front and there's a room in the back, and that's it.
Yeah.
Then I was like, okay, I'll get over that, I guess. It's just what am I going to complain about the size of the room? Then you saw, like, these futuristic soldiers with, like, future batons, and I was like, what the hell is that?
Like District 17 soldiers or District 19 or whatever.
Exactly, yep. And then to make it even worse, not only is there a spaceship, but if you remember anything about the book, correct me if I'm wrong, but he has the baby in his arms when the spaceship yanks him up, right?
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Oh my God, I can't even imagine. That's like such a lonely part of the book, and there's a spaceship. I don't even know what to say. I mean, it's not The Giver. What's the point? Like Mike said, everyone's going to watch this and say, it looks like every other young adult novel. And you know why? Because they didn't trust, hey, we were the original young adult novel that all of these guys are copying. And we have to copy them now. And they're basically just copying everything that's come since. And it's very, very sad.
Wow.
And I am very upset about it. So we'll see. I mean, we won't see. It doesn't matter. It's going to be a piece of shit. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant.
/ and
world we live in.
Yeah, I mean, that's putting it lightly, too. I was getting pretty heated yesterday with Chris at the apartment, so, yeah, I don't even know. What else is there to say? Who cares? But you know what? This kid, the main kid in the movie, Brenton Thwaites, I believe his name is, he might have a chance to redeem himself in my eyes because we got another trailer this week for The Signal.